Now that we've defined some static pages for our application, we're going to make slightly dynamic pages. In particular, what we're going to do is arrange for the title of each of these pages to change based on which page it is. So if you look here in the browser, it says sample app. That's because there's actually a title being defined by the code generated by Rails Generate controller. What we want is to have this say about, and then we're going to use a vertical pipe character like this. Let me just type it out here. Just use this space here. It's going to look like this. About, and then some base title. So let's just call it Ruby on Rails tutorial sample app. So this part of the title will be the same for every page, and then this part here, this first part will vary depending on which page it is. And we're going to do this using test-driven development. So the first step is to get to red, which is to write failing tests for the thing we want. And in this context, what I want to do is get rid of what's called a layout file. It's an application.html.erb. We'll restore this in just a moment. The title is coming from this. The reason that we see sample app here in the tab is because of this title tag. But we actually don't want this right now. It's more instructive to get rid of it. So I'm just going to move it. It's in, where is this, in app views layouts. I mean, this is the kind of thing, if you don't know offhand, which you probably wouldn't at this point, you can just look through your tree here. App views, it's got to be in the views. Well, layouts, that looks promising, and there it is. So it's in app views layouts, application.html.erb. I'm just going to move that to here, to the current directory. This is sometimes called the root directory or the Rails root. So let's call it. We can actually name it to anything. We're just going to move it back at the end of this section.